today's video, I am going to be doing the Q&A video. I've gotten so many questions and I think I'm going to do a part 2 for this. So I split the questions in half, so this video is going to be part 1 of the Q&A that you guys have asked me questions about me, my pets, really anything. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. The first question is, what do you like most about guinea pigs? The thing that I like about them the most is that I love their personalities and how their personalities are different. And each guinea pig is different. So some guinea pigs might be snuggly, others might not like to snuggle, some might be loud and like to snuggle, some might have all of those, some might have none of them. I just love their personality. And I also really enjoy like the different colorations of the guinea pigs, because some guinea pigs, like Willow in my opinion, are really beautiful. Like I love her coloration so much, but I really do enjoy their personality and their coloration. Next question is, do you plan on upgrading the pig's cage? So I haven't really talked about upgrading the guinea pig's cage, and the reason why is because it really hasn't been on my mind, but we actually are planning on moving again and actually buying a house. So this means that we get to do basically whatever we want to the house. Like we can paint the rooms, like anything pretty much. So I definitely plan on upgrading the guinea pig's cage if there is space. So if there's space, I plan on upgrading both cages to 2x5. If it isn't enough space, I will upgrade Wrangler and Angel to 2x5, and then have the girls in a 2x4 and have a loft like it is now, because I really do enjoy the loft and they enjoy it as well. And Angel cannot unfortunately have a loft because of her back legs, and she's older, so I really don't want anything to happen to her. Wrangler, he's fine, he's happy. But yeah, when we do move, I do plan on upgrading their cages. And I've always wanted to upgrade and change their cage, and I've done so many cage changes in the past, and I really enjoy them. So do the pigs. Next question is, how are Willow and Dip getting along? I was kind of really scared at first. I divided the cage in half, the 2x4, so they each had a 2x2, which is smaller, but I really couldn't do anything about it. Willow was like rumble strutting, and they were both kind of teeth chattering when I first like put them in there. But things kind of settled down a bit, and I was hoping it would work out. I definitely had my hopes up that it would work out, and it worked out. And honestly, I'm super happy it worked out, because if it didn't work out, I really don't know what I would have done. They're getting along great. They love to popcorn together. They pretty much do anything together like a normal, pretty much bonded pair of pigs. So, favorite guinea pig supplies. I've done a video on my favorite guinea pig supplies and things I can't live without. So basically in anything in that video, which I will leave in the icon above, but I love their glass water bottles, stacking cups, I love foraging, any type of foraging toy to enrich them. Guinea deadliners are actually now on that list because I have guinea deadliners. I love them so much. It's so easy to vacuum, so easy to clean, and honestly, it fits my cage. So I'm pretty happy about that. Just basically watch that video too. It has all of my favorite guinea pig supplies that I can't live without. So the next question is, what inspired some of the piggies' names? I'm just going to start off that I didn't name Dip because I got Dip from a previous owner and that was her name, and I stuck with her name because I really like it. Willow, my sister actually came up with that name, and it just suited her. And I basically go by their coloration and or their personality and or both. Wrangler, it's kind of a funny story with Wrangler and how we named him. So I don't even know how to word this, but let's just say my dad watched this person on YouTube, and his YouTube name was Wrangler Star, and basically we had to convince my dad because my mom was all in on getting Wrangler when we rescued him basically from PetSmart. We just had to convince my dad, and we already had the name picked out. We were going to name him Wrangler, try to like kind of convince my dad to get Wrangler in a sense. But that's basically how we named Wrangler. We kind of just named him right then and there. Angel, I think I'm gonna be honest, Angel was probably one of the hardest guinea pig names that I have, like, named. I had no idea what to name Angel. Like, when I first got her, it took me quite a few days, actually, to find out what name I wanted to name her, and honestly, Angel suits her really well. Because of what happened to her in 2019 when she basically got sun paralysis in her back legs, being an angel and going through all that and surviving that, I think is truly a miracle. So Angel really does suit her. So I basically already answered this, but why don't you make a loft on Wrangler and Angel's side is one of the questions. But basically because Angel got sun paralysis in 2019 and her back legs and basically her age as well because she is older. If you could get any pet right now, what would it be? I have like a list of pets that I would get if I had to like choose. But I would choose between a dog because I've always wanted a dog. I've never had a dog. And I think it'll be an amazing experience. I also would like a bunny. I've already had experience with guinea pigs. And basically, bunnies are a lot harder and destructive. I've learned from my sister's friend and many friends of mine and people on YouTube and just watching videos of bunnies destroying things. But they seem a lot harder than guinea pigs. I don't know what people's perspective on is that. And then I would own aquatic animal, which I would own an axolotl. Axolotls are really cool creatures, and when we do move, I plan on getting a shelving rack for my fish. Dip popcorn. Because I'm using my storage units that aren't really sturdy, but the one that has my 10-gallon on it right now is pretty sturdy. But yeah, I definitely plan on getting a shelving rack. And if I do get a shelving rack and we settle into our new home and the shelving rack is big enough for a 20-gallon long, because that's like the minimum for an axolotl, I would see if I can convince my mom for an axolotl because I think they are really cool creatures and they are pretty hard to care for, which I've experienced in guinea pigs and aquatic animals and also reptiles because my brothers have reptiles, because like axolotls are like a reptile water creature basically. I don't know how you would describe them, but I think they're really cool and I would love to own one. If you like plants, what is your favorite plant? Honestly, I have plants in my room. I like the aesthetic look of them. I don't necessarily have a favorite plant. I think all plants are unique. But the plant I've actually had the longest is like right in front of me is my spider plant. I've had this spider plant for years and it's never died. Spider plants are so hardy. They're so easy to care for. And if you kill a spider plant, I really don't know what to tell you because they really are easy to care for. But yeah, I don't have a favorite plant. Next question is, what is your favorite food? I have a bunch of favorite foods. I'm not really picky on what I eat. Basically for my favorite dinner, for my favorite food, I'm just going to stick with pasta because pasta is always a classic thing to like go for your favorite food. And I love pasta anyways, so. Do you like skinny pigs or regular guinea pigs more? It depends on you actually. Because I love my furry pigs so much. Like, they're guinea pigs, but I also love Dip. Because Dip, I don't know how to explain this, but Dip just reminds me a lot of Ginger. She has a lot of personality in her that Ginger had. And she's snuggly, she can sit on my chest. I mean, she'll eat her poop, but whatever. But she'll sit on my chest, she won't do anything. She'll just lay down on my chest, which Ginger did that all the time. She's a good snuggler. She just reminds me a lot of Ginger. But in general, skinny pigs are really interesting and cool guinea pig. So I love their maintenance. Like, I love doing coconut oil. That's like it's like the time for you to bond with them is doing coconut oil, clipping their nails, weighing them, pretty much anything. But I also love the fact that you need snuggle sacks, you need all these fleece items, you need to keep them warm. It's just like extra care that I love to do. So again, I think it depends on you and what you like to do as well, even though this is like asking me, like, what do I like better? In general, for a question, I think both guinea pigs and skinny pigs are a great breed to own, and I don't think I would have a favorite of which breed, although I do have a favorite, but like I wouldn't choose if I didn't have Dip, if that makes sense. Like that basically tells you that my favorite breed of guinea pig is a skinny pig. But I also love Abyssinians because I love their personalities. Like, I just love guinea pigs. So the next question is, what do you think about capybaras? So if you don't know, capybaras are basically the biggest rodent in the world, and they look like big guinea pigs basically. Honestly, I've never seen a capybara in real life. I would love to. Honestly, you could probably own them, which I don't know if they're like, if you can't own them where I live, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would own a capybara. I love them. Like, they're literally so cute. I mean, I love capybaras. I mean, I don't really know what else to say to that. Next question is, are you planning on getting another piggy? Let's just say I love guinea pigs so much. I love caring for them. I can care for my 4 guinea pigs. Sometimes I have my days where I don't spot clean them. Like, I mean, we all have those days where we just don't have motivation. But in general, I can care for 4 guinea pigs pretty easily, along with my fish tanks. So I do actually look on Craigslist and Pet Finder and all these websites for guinea pigs. And I do post them on my Instagram story to see if people recognize them or can grab them. I would love to have more guinea pigs, but the thing is, they're decently expensive. But if I were to get more guinea pigs, I would definitely get a pair of guinea pigs, and I would stick with a pair, and I wouldn't bond all of my guinea pigs together. I would just have those pair, or I would adopt senior guinea pigs, even though they probably don't have much to live, much more to live. They probably just want love. That's all guinea pigs really want, usually when they're older, is just to be loved. So yeah, I would definitely adopt a senior guinea pig. I would, like, I don't know, I love guinea pigs, so I would have as many guinea pigs as I can probably handle and, like, care for, if that makes sense. Female or male guinea pigs? I have both genders of guinea pig. Honestly, it's a hard decision, but having both genders, and my sister actually has a male guinea pig, I would go with female guinea pigs only because they can be easier to bond. You can have them in bigger groups. They're less territorial, although some females can be territorial. Males can be a lot more territorial. They need more space. You can't house more than like 3 males together unless you're really lucky. Like, usually it's just like a pair of males. Males, you have to clean their insides out. Like, males can smell more. Like, there are a lot of pros and cons to both males and females, but if I were to choose, I would choose females. Next question is, do you like dogs? So I do enjoy dogs. I love playing with them. I would love to go on walks with them, although I have never had a dog before. I've had many people and friends in my life who've had dogs, and I enjoyed them, so I would definitely own a dog in the future if I had the money for one. And the last question for today, because I basically split the questions in half, is how many guinea pigs do you currently own? So I currently own 4 guinea pigs. I think there's a question similar to this, which is going to be in part 2, but yeah, I own 4 guinea pigs. So that is going to be it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment below, because I never really get any comments below, like comments anymore like I did like 2 years ago, and it's kind of sad. Like, I enjoy reading guys' comments and responding when I can. But yeah, leave a comment below, and this is part 1, so I will see you guys in part 2.